Hello guys, Caesar here, and this is a league race between two different leagues, RedLine Racing and Flatout Racing. So the guy who organized this race had two members of the leagues race against each other in Hungary, and we were informed that it's going to be a wet qualifying and wet race. So here we are. Uh, Mention about the message at the start. I forgot to record the qualifying and the initial couple of laps of this race. So that's why it's starting from lap third. But I qualified P9 and a few incidents at the opening lap, and I made my way up to P5. So here we are, behind Kid Gaia, who is also my teammate. Speaking of that, I'm still not sure what league I'm racing for in this race, because I race for both the leagues. One is on Monday and one is on Thursday. Anyways, coming back to the race, turn one, pretty clean. I was always behind him, and in this turn, I saw the gap, I went for it, and yeah, he closed the door on me. I'm not sure if my proximity arrow was, within his screen, but yep, incident happened, and that's unfortunate. Moving on, now you see it's the gap that I'm closing in every lap with Lewis 44. Hungary is not my strongest track, but I'm good enough at it. I have decent pace, so as you can see, I'm closing the gap every lap with Lewis. And rain is also one of my strong suit in Formula 1. So as you can see, I've closed up quite a bit, and in this lap you can see I'm close to just over 1.5 seconds. So my setup is such that I could brake really late, and my sector 2 and 3 were really good. So as you can see, he's just 1.5 seconds ahead, and I was confident that within the next lap, or maximum by the lap after that, I could easily overtake him under my braking at turn 1. Just a bit oversteer there, but yeah, as I was just going through, I saw in the distance a car coming from the right, and I had to lift off. I mean, that was surprising for me. He was Richmond, by the way. He was running P2. The guy has good pace, so um, catching him was I don't know. I mean, at that point of time, I wasn't sure that I could catch him. But seeing him retire, that kind of eased my nerves a bit. So, anyways, his crash brought out the virtual safety car. Now, at this point of time, I was looking at the map, and the guy in P1 is Shawnee Boy 55. I was keeping a close eye on him to see what he does, and I saw him going to the pits. My initial thought that I wasn't going in, but this was a very late decider to get in the pits. So we moved in. I was just hoping that this virtual safety car lasts long enough for me to get my tires changed and come out of the pit. But as you speak, it came to an end. Lucky for Shawnee Boy, he was out of the pits before it came to an end. But I was just hoping that I come on behind the two guys who were on the main straight. But no, that wasn't the case. Tardis and Demon were two really nice guys. I'm good friends with Demon. He's a really good person, and I was just hoping that Tardis and Demon can give me the space, but I was willing to be patient and look for an opportunity, because these guys were fighting among themselves, even though I had made my pit stops. But at the same time, I was worrying that Shawnee Boy was increasing the time from me. So I was just hoping against hope that these two guys, just would let me go. But obviously, they didn't had to, because they were ahead of me, and I don't expect them to, just give me free spaces. So I was willing to wait. I could see that at least Stardust, he was struggling on used wet tires, and I was on my fresh, and I knew I had a lot of pace on these fresh tires. I could brake much later than both of them, but as I said, I was willing to wait out, and you can see there that I'm side by side of Demon at every corner, just letting him know that I'm there and I'm willing to attack if needed. But luckily for me, Tardis went in, and here I was thinking that Demon might go in as well, so that's why I was a little bit cautious braking at that corner, thinking that Demon might turn in, but thankfully he did not. And here you can see when I brake, I came so close to him. Fair play to him, he was trying to give me space, because we have raced each other in the past a lot, and we are both aware of each other's pace. And here you can see that the respect that we give each other. We were side by side for these two corners, and luckily for me, and thanks to him, that he allowed me to go through. He knew that I was on a different strategy, so fair play to him. And now back again, you can see my pace. I was setting purple laps, my gaps to the guy in P2 SH, it was decreasing every lap, and a purple lap again. But this track, it's impossible to overtake, and I had to manage my fuel so much. You can see I'm switching to lean and standard and rich mixture a lot, and throughout the track, there you go, purple third sector again, 4.9 seconds behind. So yeah, as I was saying, that I had to switch between my fuel mixture a lot to get maximum out of my car. Purple lap again, and I was so happy with my setup, I was so happy with my pace, that I knew my car had the potential to to win me the race. But and at this point of time, I had there was no thought in my mind that I had pitted few laps earlier than I should have, and my tires would have been worn out by the end of the race. But that's for the later stage. At the current at the current scenario of the race, you can see that I've closed up so much at Shawnee Boy. He was around 6-7 seconds in front of me after we made a pit stop. We pitted at the same lap under virtual safety car, but I gained up on him so much that I could easily stay behind him. So we stay behind him with us on this lap, just to show you guys how close I was getting and the pace that I had. I was being careful, being patient. I knew that I had the pace, and I knew that at least at this point of time I was faster than him, because I closed up so much time on him in the previous few laps. So he's right there, and I was thinking here that should I dive bomb, should I when I get side by side with him, should I just push him a bit wide, Oh, I'm sorry guys, I was yawning. So yeah, so you can see that I've closed up on him so much, and you'll see at this breaking point at turn 1, I've closed up on him so much. There you go, there you see, and I get such a beautiful exit, a lean mixture going up to standard. And this was my mantra throughout the race for turn 1 and turn 2 here. Just going to lean, and as soon as you exit, move up to standard. And I was using rich mix only at the main straight, and I was saving fuel throughout the rest of the lap. But the thing with Hungary is it's just an open world Monaco. You cannot overtake at all, unless you're being a noob and dive bomb into the guy in the front. Oh, what's it now? I just yawned again. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so just giving up with him. I was a bit cautious as well. It's raining. It's wet conditions, and judging by the pace that Shawnee had, I wasn't sure that when he would break, or at what point of time he might get a hint of overstay, and I may go into the back of him and break my wing. So I was cautious. You can see the gap has built up a bit, but I wasn't really worried because I knew that I could catch him up. But I think the setup that Shawnee was running was more suited for high speeds, because as you can see that he gains a few tenths, but then at the braking I gain a lot of it back. So this was just a cat and mouse game, and I had no regards for my tire wear. I had no thoughts about it. Fuel, you can see, yeah, lean, standard, which makes it was all being worked out very cautiously. So yeah, this is lap 37 and I'm still behind him, and at this point of time I was getting frustrated a bit that I was not able to get past him, and I got this message, this window popped up that my DRS isn't working, but it's a wet race, so I wouldn't really care. So I had to keep my patience. I kept up behind him and just waited for my chance. So I'll leave you guys for now. Just follow. Oh, there's a little bit of touch, but yeah, I lifted up a little bit just to get him, give him that space back. Got an opportunity, but nah. Not there, but fair play to him. I mean, Shawnee was giving me space where he saw that I was almost beside him, so fair play to him. We had a good battle. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was getting so frustrated by not being able to go past that. I got a corner cut and a 3-second penalty as well. Oh, I'm yawning so much, and this is my first commentary, by the way. I have never commented before in any of my recordings, so I apologize if it's a bit bland, but I'll get used to it. So I'll leave you guys with a few seconds of me shutting up for you to enjoy the battle. Right, here we are back, lap 33, and yeah, this is where I realized that I need to look at my tire weight as well. And as you can see, I was well into, not well, but yeah, I was very close to the red target marker for my left rear, and this is the point where I got a bit worried that I might get a puncture, and I was assuming that it should be the same problem with Shawnee Boy, because we pitted at the same lap. But I had 3 seconds of penalty. I wasn't sure if Shawnee had any. So yeah, you'll see the gap now increase. I lifted up, I had to let him go, and I had enough gap between me and SH that I could coast my car home safely. But I was really worried. You can see 83% and 76, and you can see my gear shifts. I was shifting up early. I was braking really early, not accelerating as I should have been. I was actually worried. So I was just hoping that my car survives the track temperature. It does not pop at this point of time, because it's from the final few laps. So you can see 78 and 85%. So yeah, I had to concede defeat from Shawnee thanks to my worn out tires, but yeah, I mean, fair play. Well done to Shawnee on winning this Grand Prix. And yeah, I asked him after the race that what were the condition of his tires, and he said that it was around 75%, which wasn't much, I guess, compared to mine. But then I was pushing as hard as I could. So yeah, P1 to him, P2 to P2 to me, and SH got P3. So this was my first race with this hybrid league race, but I'm still not sure that for who did I earn P2, because like I said, I raced for both the leagues that that participated in. So I'll confirm from the guy who organized, and I'll let you know in the next part, hopefully. So thank you for watching, and see you guys later. Goodbye.